Angels of Kathmandu II. Maya and her friends were unable to change their plans until the end of the week, despite having decided to skip class and go to the movies. However, they managed to carry out their plan early Sunday morning, during a break after the second period. It was the film of her favorite actor, Shah Rukh Khan, and she had been eagerly anticipating it ever since she first heard about it. She had always planned to watch the movie in a theater rather than on a small screen with a pirated disc. Maya, Bashundhara, and Sujitha gathered their bags and belongings and slipped out for the rest of the day under the pretext of visiting the stationery shop outside the college premises. It wasn't easy to sneak past the gate guard, but they had planned everything that morning. They hid their bags in a cafe near the stationery shop and re-entered the campus carrying only books and copies, blending in with other students during the rush hour. Somehow, they managed to escape. The movie theater was about 20 minutes away, in the opposite direction from Maya's house. They barely made it on time, as it was already 9:15 when they found an auto rickshaw. By the time they reached the theater, it was 9:10, and the place was almost deserted. Sujitha rushed to get the tickets, and by the time they entered the hall, the lights were dim and the movie had already begun. But they hadn't missed much. The hall was nearly empty, and their soft chatter echoed clearly. They enjoyed the movie thoroughly, which ended around noon. As they stepped out, they hurried to the nearest station to catch public transport home before their parents grew suspicious. Bashundhara needed to go east, Sujitha north, and Maya northwest. After bidding Bashundhara goodbye, Maya and Sujitha decided to walk to the next station from where they could both find rides home. After a half-hour walk, they reached the city bus station. Sujitha boarded her bus, leaving Maya to wait for another. The sun was blazing overhead and she was exhausted and hungry. They hadn't eaten anything except for a cup of coffee during the intermission. Suddenly, Maya's vision blurred and everything went dark. When she regained consciousness, she found herself surrounded by people. A lady was sprinkling water from a bottle on her face, while others helped her sit near the bus stand. Maya was drenched in sweat, her face pale. A middle-aged man suggested taking her to the nearest hospital, and others agreed. However, the lady with the water bottle disagreed and asked them to take Maya to a nearby sweet shop where she could rest. By the time they reached the shop, there were 4 people with her: the lady, an elderly woman, the middle-aged man, and a young boy. Maya had a blue swelling on the right side of her forehead, which throbbed painfully. She must have hit her head against the railing when she fainted. Though still weak, she managed to speak with her rescuers. The man again suggested a hospital visit, but the lady insisted otherwise. The elderly woman asked where Maya lived. She could barely respond. The man offered to drive her home, but she declined, saying she could manage. Still, the lady insisted on accompanying her. They called a taxi, helped Maya in, and the others waved goodbye. Maya pointed toward the ring road and then west. The lady told the driver to follow her directions and offered Maya some water on the way. During the drive, she kept talking gently, asking Maya small questions, to which Maya responded faintly. After nearly an hour's ride, they reached Maya's house. Her parents were shocked to see her condition. They hurried to help her inside and offered water to the lady, who explained briefly what had happened. Maya's parents thanked her, and after making sure Maya was stable, the lady quietly took her leave. Later, Maya's parents took her to the hospital, where doctors confirmed that she was fine. The report stated that her fainting was due to weakness and an empty stomach. The head injury was a minor bruise and nothing serious. After her recovery, Maya asked her parents about the lady who had brought her home. They assumed she was a friend and hadn't inquired further. They later regretted not asking more about her. To this day, Maya often recalls the incident and wishes she could know more about the woman, but she can barely remember her face. The family never saw her again. When they talk about that day, Maya's mother always says, "She was an angel who came to help you."